So this is where we left off. We gutted this old bathroom, and now I can evaluate the situation and see what we're working with. I was hoping I could keep this wall and not have to touch it, but I think we're going to rebuild it. So this wall's coming down. This wall has to come down because we're going to expand the bathroom that way. So basically, we're taking down everything. All the walls are coming down. Let's go over the plan, show you guys what I'm doing, and why we have to rebuild all the walls in this little bathroom. Let's talk about this wall, because this wall looks totally fine. And it has the bedroom wall attached to it, and I didn't want to take this down. But the reason I'm doing it is because there's no top plate. I really want a top plate. Not only is there no top plate, and by that I mean like a 2x4 that runs horizontal to the ceiling, some of these studs are barely even touching the ceiling. They're really not that well secured. The other thing is there's no bottom plate. So not only is there no bottom stud, but some of these are not even sitting on anything. They're just floating. And even this subfloor, which you can see is pretty rotted and messed up here, it's not sitting on the joist. So this wall isn't very well supported. It doesn't have a bottom plate, doesn't have a top plate, and I think it just needs to be rebuilt. Also, these studs are not 16 inches on center. And now the last thing I want to mention, and this is the most important thing, this is the biggest thing that really got me, is that this wall isn't plumb. So it's further this way at the top than at the bottom. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it comes up at an angle. And we're going to have a bathroom sink right here, and we're going to have a mirror right here. And when you have a square mirror, and you have a wall that comes at an angle, if we leave it, you're going to see it. You're going to notice that crooked corner. And I just don't want to see that when you look straight in the bathroom, you see a crooked corner. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut these boards off the wall. I'm going to save all this wood. This is the back of the tongue and groove boards for the bedroom. We're going to reuse them. We're going to cut all these studs free. We're going to take down the wall. Same thing in this side. Cut all the studs free, take down this wall, and then we're going to reframe everything properly. And speaking of not resting on anything, look at this wall. It's pretty nasty and again just floating. So no good. It doesn't matter. We're going to be pushing this wall back anyways, so it has to go. So let's see where we're at right now. This is the bathroom that we just gutted. So this is the toilet. This is the sink. We had a tub, toilet, sink, crammed in this little tiny bathroom. Up here is the bedroom that we're butt up against, and this is the wall I'm going to be taking down, and this is the wall I'm going to be taking down. We gutted the bathroom. Bathroom gutted. Now what I want to do is, basically, let me pull this tape off. Might make more sense. We're going to take down that wall. This is that fat wall. And what I want to do is I just want to bump it out a little bit. About 30 inches, okay? And then that's going to allow us to put our tub on this wall. Let's see, I'll probably build it out a little bit here, a little bit here. So the tub will be right there-ish, okay? Then we're going to put the toilet right here and the sink right here. Not to scale. You guys get the point though. So you walk in, it's going to feel a lot bigger. You're going to see the sink, toilet, tub, and all I have to do is bring that wall out 30 inches because basically 5 feet is just big enough for a toilet and sink. I just need that little bit of extra room for the tub. So not a big deal. Now that will bump it into this room. So we lose space in here. And this room used to be the dining room. We don't like this being the dining room because it's also a walk-through area. And if you have a table in here, you're always going to have to walk around the table, and that's awkward. We're actually deciding, put the dining room back here. Okay, so let's say we have a table back here. Since this room is getting small, I don't want to give away all the things, but basically a galley kitchen. It's not going to look like this, but it's just going to be a walk-through area. We're going to have a countertop here. Actually, we're going to have a kitchen sink here, and we're going to have our fridge here. I'll show you the kitchen plans later, so that'll all make sense, okay? But all we're focused on right now is the bathroom. And this area, I'm not sure what to do with, but I think I'm actually going to keep this wall over here. We're going to make this into either a closet or I think a built-in storage area. We'll talk about that later. And this is going to be part of the kitchen. You'll see that. Anyway, hope that makes sense. And now you guys can see the plan and what we're going to be going for. I think it's going to work functionally so much better than what was there previously. What I'm doing first is just loosening the boards to give me a little bit of wiggle room between the studs and the wood wall. Now that the boards are a little bit looser, I can fit my blade in between there easily. Broke my blade. Alright, I think the boards are loose enough that we can take it from this side. Just hold the bottom one down. Go. Put that one aside. I want to remember that that's good. See how easy you can get them off when you can cut the nails?
Yep.
That's why I like the long blades. They have more bend in them.
Yeah.
Alright, we're off to a good start. We got the wall down. Now we're going to work on this wall. As you can see, we have our cast iron pipe going up through the wall. This is not used anymore for anything, so we have to get rid of it. I could cut it out with my grinder, but I don't want to have sparks flying in here right now, and I don't have a tool to properly cut this. So we're going to smash it out. Alright, we gotta be careful this one. Like I said, I feel bad about it because it's good cast. There it is. I'm sad, but it had to be done. We've been doing this work for a long time. We know what we're doing. Cast iron is a sort of brittle metal, and that's why you can shatter it like that, but you gotta use caution. It's heavy, it's sharp, it goes flying. So use caution if you're gonna ever follow one of these methods. There are safer ways to cut and remove these pipes if you have the tools to do it. Now I'll just loosen up these boards. They actually look pretty loose. Now we can pull them out without breaking those boards. A big square nail in there. We should be able to salvage some of these. These nails are pulling right through. It's okay if some of them pull through. I went at 2 nails. Got it. Now you'd think, why would they use a big fat square nail like that? But actually a square nail can be better for tongue and groove boards sometimes because that flat blunt end pushes the wood out of the way when you're nailing it into the groove. So it's pushing a hole through the wood, nails in tight. Whereas a regular nail has a pointy end and it's designed to spread the wood. It squeezes in, spreading the grains of the wood. And what can happen is that could end up cracking the board because a pointed nail spreads the wood open, crack, whereas the square nail actually just punches right through the wood and doesn't spread the wood. Does that make sense? That's why they use square nails for tongue and groove, because it was less prone to splitting. You just missed it, but I accidentally knocked down these top few boards. I didn't realize that they were ready to fall already. So they fell down. Let's go on the other side and try to salvage these. We don't want any to get broken. So here we are on the other side of the wall. Looks good for my house. And I guess we're taking 2. We got this place cleaned up pretty well last night, and now that we have daylight, I turned off the power, and we're going to cut out all these old wires. Because as you can see, I still got to get some wood off the ceiling that the wires are going through. So now I have to turn my attention to this. We have to get this sealed up. What I need to do is figure out how far I need to cut back this subfloor, because I'm going to have to take up some of this finished flooring. You know, you can see this can come up. It's all going to be fixed anyway, so we'll probably pull this back a little bit and we'll cut over there along that edge where the finished flooring stops. We'll cut all that subfloor back. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to plan, we'll figure it out, and then we'll get cutting. I want to pull up some of these tiles, these old sticky tiles, and hopefully see what we're working with here. Like I said, the bathroom is actually going to be coming back into this floor. So I got to see how much floor has been patched here. I might just cut it back, or I might pull up board by board and relay the floor later once we have the walls in place. So I have some planning to do. So now we have a plan, and while I know sitting in a crawl space under a house with dust falling all over you, cutting floorboards sounds fun, but we're going to put that off until later. We're going to take a break, so we're going to wrap this up right now. We got lots of work done, and I have a plan going forward. Now, you might have noticed that I did save a little bit of demo for you guys. We got to pull that old chimney out. You've seen it floating around in the background there. Chimney has to be smashed out. I'm just, again, waiting for the right time to do it. That'll be soon. Again, I can only say I can't believe how big of a project this is turning into.
Mm-hmm. It always does.
But we're doing our best to get it done. It should wrap up pretty quickly, and we'll have new walls. It'll be awesome. So that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
See ya.
Ashley wanted me to show you this. We found this little sticker under the sticky tiles when I pulled them up. That's the one treasure that we found. Little sticker stuck to the floor.
Actually, there's a date on it.
Is there?
Yeah, right here.
What does it say?
99 copyright. So, some point after 1999 is when they put the sticky tiles down.
We'll get back to this soon.